Om Shri Sai Ram, fellow devotees and brothers and sisters. On this most sacred and holy day, millions of devotees all over the world are immersed in prayer. There are many who are secretly, silently remembering the joyous moments that they spent with our beloved Bhagavan and cherishing every single moment of those memories. There are, of course, some who are remorseful that they did not really take from the avatar of this age what he had come to give. And they moved with him as they would have moved with some other evolved personage. The 24th of April is not an easy day to cope with. Yes, we remember what our Bhagavan had said, that I am always with you, in you, around you, below you, behind you. We also experience His presence here, there, and everywhere. We feel the divine vibrations. We see so many of His manifestations. But weak humans that we are, it is difficult to avoid those sudden feelings of grief, of separation from the physical form of our beloved Bhagavan. Where have you gone, Sai? Where are you? Why have you left us? To whom shall we turn? Who will be our guide? Who will protect us? Our feelings, which, whether we admit it or not, every single one of us experiences at some time or the other. 4 years have passed, and we feel it in the core of our beings, and we have to cope with that. How shall we experience and see and feel the Sai whom we knew for so many years? It is not an easy question to answer, but this answer lies in what Swami was, what he represented, and what was his core quality, if divinity has qualities. That quality was compassion. A compassion which embodies within it the highest form of selfless love. Love for every single being in this creation. So if we want sincerely, deeply, assiduously to experience and feel and rejoice with the Sai whom we knew, it is necessary for us to cultivate this quality of compassion. Compassion, once it is within us, removes all ego, removes all pride, removes our duality. Compassion unites us with our Sai. Compassion joins the Jivatma with the Paramatma. But these should not just remain words. It has to be put into every second of our lives. Compassion is not pity. Compassion is an all-abounding feeling of unity, of oneness. Compassion is a feeling of being part of the same divinity. So, if we have to cultivate that compassion, we have to feel compassion for our family members. May sound a bit strange, but if you understand the true meaning of Sai's compassion, then there is no dichotomy in using this terminology. We here in Prashanti Nilayam, whether we are trust members, vice chancellors, directors of the hospitals, teachers, lecturers, whether we are working in the canteen, whether we are controlling the crowd of devotees, whether we are cleaning the toilets, every one of us has to feel and cultivate and feel this quality of compassion. When we behave arrogantly, when we speak harshly to another fellow human being, we are not being compassionate. We must be compassionate to those whom we serve and rejoice in that service. We have to feel compassion for those who are suffering in this world. Not to just read some headlines in the paper. We have to feel compassion for those who are poor, not able to get even one meal. We have to feel compassion for our brothers and sisters who have lost all their livelihoods due to this unseasonal rains. We have to feel compassion for our brothers and sisters in Syria who are drowning in the horrors of civil war. We have to be one with them, not in a materialistic sense, but to transcend these distances and to experience their sufferings and silently shed tears. Not to just say, oh, that is happening thousands of miles away. But life really has no distance. All of us are one if we have faith in what our beloved Bhagavan said. So if we want to experience that compassion, then we cannot continue to lead our mundane lives. We have to make our lives supercharged with Sai. And the single mantra is to cultivate this feeling of compassion, which will make humans divine. Whether you are a small child, whether you are an adult, whether you are an elderly person, all have to make this beginning of cultivating this quality of compassion. Only then will we be able to surmount these feelings of separation, these feelings of grief, and continue to experience the Sai whom we knew, whom we loved, whom we cherished, whom we worshipped, and whom we made our father, our mother, our brother, our sister, our friend, philosopher, and guide. So, dear brothers and sisters, let us make this beginning from this holy fourth Aradhana Mahotsavam, fourth year actually, when the physical form of Bhagavan has ascended back to where he came from. To add to our difficulties, we now have those amongst us or in the world who tell us that we should now experience Sai in the subtle form, that we should undertake astral journeys to experience Sai. Our Sai was subtlety personified. Our Sai had ingrained subtlety in every action of his, in every word of his, in every gesture of his. Recall your own experiences. How the sukshma was part of Bhagavan. So is this necessary now for us to have and to hanker for this subtle form of Sai? We are told that we must go on an astral journey to experience our Bhagavan. Do we not know that this Sai, this divine Sai, descended to our level to be with us and to redeem us? And this Sai is with us always and always. So is it necessary now for us to undertake these kinds of esoteric journeys to find our Sai? Our Sai is here and everywhere. Our Sai is not only in Puttaparthi. Our Sai is not only in Satyadeep, in Dharmakshetra. Our Sai is not only in Shivam. Our Sai is not only in Sundaram. He is not only in Sai Shruti. He is not only in Muddanahalli. He is not only in Brindavan. He is here, there, everywhere. And we are told by these learned personnel that Sai has left Puttaparthi and gone to some such other place. Do we forget his assurance to Holy Ishwaramma, to whom he said, I will never leave Puttaparthi. Do we forget that this Sai Rama is the same Ramachandra? Does anybody refer to Ramachandra except as Ayodhya Ramachandra? You don't have Dandakaranya Ramachandra. You don't have Panchavati Ramachandra. You don't have Rameshwaram Ramachandra. There is only Ayodhya Ramachandra. Do we forget that this Ramachandra, when he was offered the kingdom of Lanka with all its wealth, all its beauty, all its riches and adornments, what did he say? He said only one thing, Janani Janmabhumischa Sargadapi Gariyasi. His Janmabhumi is Puttaparthi. Can we forget those words? That what Bhagavan in every avatar has said, that our motherland, our place of birth is sacred, be it ever so humble. It is part of us. It is part of Sai. Sai is Parti and Parti is Sai. There is no difference. These people also tell us that we now have a message for you from Sai. Sai has sent some message to you which we have been asked to convey. Have we forgotten what Sai thundered many times? That my relationship with my devotees is heart to heart. My relationship with my devotees is one to one. I need no recommendation. I need no intermediaries. Having known such a Sai, do I need a broker now to reach him? Dear brothers and sisters, let us not. I spoke these things because we hear so much of these idle chatterings. Put these aside. Our relationship is with our Bhagavan. We have to cultivate this compassion. We have to make ourselves worthy of Sai's grace. And from today, let us make this new beginning to enable us to reach the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan. Arise, awake, arise, and rest not till the destination is reached. Awake. Awake from what? Awake from the shokam. Awake from the ignorance that Sai has left us. Awake from the feeling of separation. Realize the feeling of unity. Realize that Sai is with us always and always. But we have to be worthy of that divine friend of ours. Arise. What should we arise? Do not lead these mundane lives. Remember the two words, the two mantras that Bhagavan gave us, Namasmarana and Seva. Engage in Namasmarana wherever you are, by yourself, or sit in Sai Bhajan, sit in Satsang. You can be engaged in Namasmarana at any time, when you are moving in the taxi, when you are moving in the plane. How much time we waste? Why not use that time for Namasmarana? And service. Not necessary to be a member of Sai organization only to do service. You can do service wherever you are. Serve your fellow man. Serve your neighbors, but with love. Any action of service without love, without compassion, cannot qualify as seva. So cultivate that feeling of compassion and engage ceaselessly in seva. This is the path to Sai. Dear brothers and sisters, I join with you today to pray to Sai. I pray to him to light this divine flame in each of our hearts. I pray to him to give us this feeling of compassion. I pray to him to lift us from this depths of despair and idleness to his levels. I pray to him that he should make us worthy instruments in his hand. I pray to him to give us moksha, and or if we are not eligible for moksha, to ensure that in every janma of ours, we are with him doing service to him. So, brothers and sisters, as we go forward, we should live in joy. Bhagavan always used to say, be happy, don't have castor oil face. We should not have any sorrow, any shokam in our hearts. Let us be one. I pray to Sai to give us unity. I pray to Sai to give us purity. I pray to Sai to give us divinity. Let us pray, brothers and sisters, to be together, always together, whether we are Chinese, Russians, Indians, Telangana, Andhra, all these feelings, let us put it away. We are one. We are Baba's devotees. Jai Sai Ram.